Hello, Cherif, Medawar here, and I want to give you the good news about the banking crisis. But first of all, let me explain what caused it. If you recall, during COVID-19, they had eliminated the reserves for the banks. The banks used to have 10% as reserves, deposits, either with the bank itself or with the Federal Reserve, and they eliminated that. So obviously that created an imbalance, if you will. Number two, I think the Fed wanted to move on this to create another money constraint because if they contract the supply of money, they will not have to keep increasing the interest rates, which actually hurt the economy and hurts them because the Federal Reserve, remember, the Fed still has to pay the debt. They printed $6 trillion. They're now on their way to print another 150 billion just to bail out Silicon Valley Bank. So they now see that there will be a run on the banks. They assured that Biden came out and said, I'm going to pay all the people who have deposits. We're going to go over the 250,000. So it's $150 billion that they have to bail out people. They say it's not a bailout, they have reserves. Well, there are no reserves, so I don't know what they're talking about, but it's okay. I think it's a good move. We don't want any wealthy people or poor people to lose any money that were deposited in the US banking system. So I think it's a pretty smart move from Biden to do that. And actually, when we printed a lot of money, that's good. That's a huge advantage in the US to be able to print money. We're not part of the European system, the euros. It's not like Spain can print money when they were in trouble, or Greece. No, they just had to take it in the shorts and suffer and go through it. We can print money, creates inflation. If you own real estate, you do very well with inflation because actually you can charge higher rent. I do commercial real estate, so I can charge my tenants higher. They pass on the expenses to consumers. And you say, well, how about the little guy? Well, you know what? I have syndications, I have real estate funds, and the little guy, if you will, financially speaking, participate in my funds, and they make very good money. And passively, if you will, there are structures for these people to invest and make more money than what a CD would pay or what any stock would give you, like REITs pay 4%, 3%, So you can invest in private funds if you know who is investing the money and they have a history of performing. You need a history of at least 10 years with that real estate fund manager, etc. And you could do very well. So the good news is now people are going to run from depositing cash or being in the securities market or investing money through the banks in stocks, etc., to pulling that money and putting it in brick and mortar, in real estate. Already this morning, I'm getting calls that we have not gotten because it's been rather slow the last 5 weeks. We're selling a couple properties in San Francisco. And all of a sudden, there is interest this morning. People that had made offers that I countered are coming back. And this is very good news for us. I think the other good news is going to be that the Federal Reserve is going to realize, hey, we don't need to keep increasing interest rate now that is run on the banks. People are worried, and what's going to happen is this constraint in the liquidity in the market. So now they're going to start stabilizing things and not keep going and increasing interest rate, because it also hurts them in paying the treasury bills and the bonds that they're actually offering at 4% and 3.5% and 4.25%, etc. So all in all, if you focus on real estate, focus on your backyard, focus on the market, understand where the opportunities are. You can schedule a call with us. We're happy to help you. We're happy to explain to you how we have our funds have been up and running for 14 years through the 2009, 10, 11 disaster of economic crisis, through COVID, etc. And we always paid investors. Understand the money is in real estate. It is the true thing. It is where your money should be. Productive assets that produce income. And if you don't want to directly invest in real estate, you can invest in the private funds, and contact us and we can tell you more. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. All the best.